You remember our Guru? We'll chant Guru Bandhana once, eh? Ready? 1, 2, 3, start. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheswara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Suklam Brahma Vichara Sara Parama, Adyam Jagat Vyapini, वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदां जाढ्यान्धकारापहाम् हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिका विदधति पद्मासने संस्थितां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदां न चौर्यहार्यं न भातृभाज्यं न च भारकारी व्यये कृते वर्धत एव नित्यं विद्याधनं सर्वधनं प्रदानं विद्याधनं सर्वधनं प्रदानं. Namaskar everybody, namaskar. So actually what do? They take the ball pen in their hand and say namaskar sir. Sometimes do they namaskar, sir, is very bad, no? So this pen should not be kept in the hand, right? And listen, this is the time to labor too much hard. And there are different Devis, yes or no? This is the time to make one Devi very happy. She is none other than Saraswati. Saraswati means goddess of knowledge, goddess of wisdom. So if you develop your knowledge, if you widen your wisdom, and later on, goddess of wealth will come automatically. That's why this is the time to labor hard. Okay? Laboring hard. So today is, what is today's date? Today is 2081 02 20, okay, and Sunday, right? So, and you are SE batch 2082, right? You are SE batch 2082. Means you study right now in class 9. Yes or no? 1 year is left. And here is one presentation. Actually, she was absent last time and she was not able to do. So today, let's welcome on the stage Kritika Adhikari for our presentation. Okay.
Good morning to our respected science teacher and my all dear friends. As you all know, it's me Kritika Adhikari and I am here to present my presentation. So in this presentation, I have solved the question answers of chapter 5. So I am going to present it now. So here are some questions which should be answered, and there is question, explain parenchyma with the help of neat and label diagram, and here is the diagram of parenchyma. This is cell wall, this is nucleus, cytoplasm, and it is intercellular space, and this is vacuole as you are seeing. This is transverse section and that is longitudinal section. And parenchyma is a type of simple permanent tissue that makes a major part of ground tissues in plants, where other tissues like vascular tissues are embedded. They are non-vascular and composed of simple living and undifferentiated cells which are modified to perform various functions. And here is the next questions. Describe different types of special permanent tissues in short. And these are the types of special permanent tissue, that is lactiferous tissues. These are the thin walled elongated and branched stalks which contain a milky juice called latex. These stalks are irregularly distributed in parenchymatous cells. and they are supposed to be responsible for food storage and waste products. And here is glandular tissue. Glandular tissues consist of isolated cells or small group of cells. They may be internal or external. They have many types. And next question is describe the structure of neuron with a suitable diagram. And this is the diagram of neuron, as you can see. And neural tissue consists of elongated cells called neurons. A neuron consists of three major parts. They are the cell body, the axon, and the dendrites. The cell body is round in shape and it is the center of receiving and sending nerve impulses. From the cell body, two types of nerve fibers arise. They are dendrons and axon. The dendrons are highly branched and thin in structure. Their branches are called dendrites. They receive impulses mostly from the axon of another neuron. And here the next questions. Write a short note on different types of connective tissues. And first is proper connective tissues, which is also known as loose connective tissues. These tissues are composed of irregular cells scattered and embedded in a soft matrix. It covers all the internal organs and body cavities. It acts as a binding and supporting structure within the body. And next is hard, dense connective tissues. These tissues have cells inside some cases and lacunae which are scattered in hard matrix. And it connects different tissues in the body and provides mechanical strain. Cartilage and bones are examples of these types of connective tissues. And next is fluid connective tissues. These tissues have liquid matrix which are present throughout the body. It provides nutrients, helps in internal transportation and prevents from diseases. Blood and lymph are the examples of these tissues. And the next question is describe epithelial tissue in brief. These are the animal tissue. Their cells are attached to the basement membrane at one margin. The cells face either towards the body fluid or outside the environment. The tissues provide a covering of external and internal organs or lining of cavities. The cells of these tissues are compactly packed and have a very thin layer of intercellular matrix. On the basis of structural variation in the cells, the tissues is classified into squamous, cuboidal and columnar tissue. And this much in a presentation. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, thank you very much, Kritika. So Kritika, she has brought the solution of long questions, right? Long questions, and she has made very nicely also. She is given continued means there must be something gap, and so the slides are also made very nicely, and it is quite clear also. So it has given here. Let me revise two things: transverse section and longitudinal section. What does it mean? This is pen, right? This is pen. If it is caught this is called horizontally, right? If it is caught in a horizontal position, that is transverse section. If it is caught vertical position, what is it called? Longitudinal section. If my body is caught like this, what is this? Transverse. If it is caught in this way, what is it? Longitudinal. Mainly you have to remember these things. Thank you very much, Kritika. Now let me call on the stage next presentator. Next presentator is Manandar.
Namaskar and very warm good morning to you all, respected our science teacher and my dear friends. As you all know, it's me Nikisa Manandar from grade 9, here to present my presentation about the topic reflex action. automatic response produced by effectors. It is also defined as an involuntary action performed by the muscles under the direction of the spinal cord in the response to the stimuli. In animals, the activities and responses to stimuli are involuntary and not under conscious control of the brain. Reflex action occur rapidly without involving the brain. For example, if we accidentally step on something such as a pin or nail, withdraw the leg very quickly from the source of irritation without thinking what to do. The withdrawal of the leg is immediate and automatic. In humans, useful responses such as breathing, sneezing, yawning, coughing, enlargement or contraction of the pupil of the eye with the change of light intensity are some examples of reflex action. Shivering when there is cold, watering of the mouth after smelling food, blinking the eyes to avoid danger, and many more other automatic responses are some examples of it. And this is the figure of reflex arc. This is stimuli, sensory receptors, skin and sensory neurons, relay neurons, and this is ventral root, muscle tissue, effectors organs. It is when the cactus, when the hands are touched with the cactus. This is white matter, gray matter, and this is sensation related to the brain. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day also. Very good. Okay. So, this is under the action of or function of spinal cord. Spinal cord lies in central nervous system, right? Central nervous system is composed of two parts. What are they? What are two parts? The brain and spinal cord. Most of the works are governed or controlled by our brain, but some of the activities are controlled by spinal cord. Those actions are called reflex actions. Here is the definition of reflex action. What is the definition of reflex action? An involuntary action performed by the muscles under the direction of spinal cord in responses to the stimulus. So, what is stimulus? First we have to know. Any change that occurs in our environment is stimulus. So, there may be light, there may be heat, there may be smell, some chemical smell, right? When you go near to big rivers like Bagmati, Vishnumati, can you smell the air coming from it? So much worst one. So we don't like to smell that air because the air is highly polluted and we respond immediately. So that polluted air or that bad smell, that is stimulus. So for any stimulus, if immediate reaction is given by the muscles, that is called reflex action. Some of the examples of reflex action are here, like when we touch sharp objects, we remove our hand immediately. When we touch a hot part of the iron, we remove our hands immediately. If we smell good food or the food which you like, you produce saliva, means they say watering a mouth, isn't it? And all of us, we blink our eyes. That is also example of reflex action. That is automatic action, we cannot control. Like here are some other reflex actions as well. What are they? Breathing, sneezing, yawning, coughing, enlargement or contraction of the pupil. It should be pupil, P-U-P-I-L, became people. And here is one figure. Can you see the figure? Here is, this is the vertebral column. What is this? In vertebral column there is spinal cord, and what is this? Brain. In reflex action, the message or impulse, it travels from receptor to spinal cord, again spinal cord to effector. The path, the way, that is called reflex arc. The path traveled by the impulse during reflex action is called reflex arc. And what are the 5 parts of reflex arc? One is receptor, and here is one neuron, sensory neuron, and here given relay neuron, or what is given in your book? Interneuron. And from interneuron again, what is here? Motor neuron, and finally effector. Receptor receives the message, sends in the form of electric signal, we call it impulse. Again, what happens? This vertebral column gives the order, not vertebral column, spinal cord, and the order comes from motor neuron, and effector shows the reaction. Very good. Now it's the turn of whose turn now? Jestha Bhandari, please welcome on the stage. Or you call him?
Our science teacher and my dear friends, as you all know, it's me, Jestha Bhandari from grade 9, standing here to present the presentation on the topic reflex action. Now my presentation goes like this. Reflex action is an automatic response produced by the effectors. There are 5 types of reflex actions. They are receptor,
5 parts, okay. Yeah, please.
Receptors, organ or skin. It receives the stimulant and intends a sensory nerve impulse. Example is skin. Impulse for the receptor to the spinal cord. And third part is interneuron. It acts as a modulator and changes the sensory impulse into the motor impulse. Also, it is called as a relay neuron. And number 4 is motor or efferent neuron. It impulses from the interneuron to the effector organ. And the last part is effector organs or muscles. It responds to the impulse, receive motor nerves, and its example is muscles or a gland. Significance of the reflex actions. It enables the body to give a quick response to the harmful stimulants so that chances of the damage are decreased. And second is it prevents overload from the brain. Thank you. Have a nice day.
And there are 13, but you made only, you discussed only 9?
No, so that what?
Just a minute, take out this one. Now, which presentation? Sarniva's presentation. Don't move this one. Right? Okay. Jestha, she discussed about the definition of reflex action and 5 parts. What are the 5 parts? Receptor, sensory neuron, interneuron, motor nerve, and effector. So, and it's given the significance or importance of reflex action. So, it enables the body to give quick responses to harmful stimuli so that changes of damage to body are decreased, and it prevents overloading of brain. And she has made it colorful also. And the slide is also clear, right? Give her a big round of applause once again. Now, whose turn? Swarnima Maharjan. Welcome her on the stage. Excuse me, Lisa.
Namaskar and very warm good morning to our science teacher and my dear friend. As you all know, it's Miss Swarnima Maharjan from grade 9 to present about nervous system. Peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system consists of nerves which arise from the spinal cord. The nerves are of two types. They are carnical nerves and spinal nerves. Carnical nerves. It arises from the brain and terminate inside it except the vagus. Vagus is connected with alimentary canal. There are 12 pairs of these nerves in human body. They control the activity of ear, eye, tongue, etc. The 3 pairs of these nerves are sensory, 5 pairs are motor, and 4 are mixed type spinal nerve. It arises from the spinal cord and spread to different part of the body. There are 31 pairs of spinal nerves in human body. 8 pairs are cervical, 12 are thoracic, 5 are lumbar, and 5 are sacral, and 1 is
coccygeal.
Coccygeal. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, listen. Nervous system is divided into 3 divisions. One is central nervous system. It is made up of brain and spinal cord. Second one is peripheral nervous system. That is made up of the nerves which originate from brain and spinal cord. So she has brought the second one, that is peripheral nervous system. How do you define peripheral nervous system? The group of nerves which arise from the brain, here is missing, arise from the brain and spinal cord. So they make peripheral nervous system. There are 2 types of nerves. What are they? Cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Cranial nerves, from where do they originate? From brain. Spinal nerves? From spinal cord. How many cranial nerves are there? How many are there? 12 pairs. How many spinal nerves are here? 31 pairs. So these cranial nerves, some are sensory. They carry message from sense organ to brain. Some means 3 pairs. 5 pairs are motor. 5 pairs carry message from brain to different sense organs, and 4 pairs are mixed. And here given, these out of 31 pairs, 8 pairs are cervical. 8 pairs lie in our neck. 12 pairs lie in our chest. 5 pairs lie in our waist. 5 pairs lie in our thigh, and 1 pair lies in our tail. We have a tail also. The tail is very short, and that vertebra is called coccygeal vertebra. Okay. Now which turn? Which turn? Okay.
Very warm good morning to all. It's me Rajan Thapa standing in front of you to give a presentation on a topic of autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is a compound of the peripheral nervous system that regulates involuntary physiological processes including heart rate, blood pressure, respiration, digestion, and sexual arousals. They are divided into 2 types: sympathetic and parasympathetic autonomic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system increases the heartbeat, blood pressure, and blood flows to the brain, and parasympathetic systems act as the reverse the action, restoring the normality of the organ. Thank you.
Finish?
Yes, sir. This one.
Okay. Thank you very much. So Rajan has got here autonomic nervous system. Autonomic nervous system. And that is the last one for today?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. The chapters actually questions discussion we will do tomorrow. Okay, that's better. All right. Because here also. No, first let me discuss this one. Then, excuse me. So once let's remember three types of nervous system or three divisions. One lies in head, central nervous system, brain and spinal cord. And from brain and spinal cord nerves are originated, that is called peripheral nervous system. And here, what is it called? This one? Spinal cord. In the side of spinal cord, there are group of cell bodies called ganglia. What are there? Those ganglia make autonomic nervous system. Autonomic, name is very clear. Automatic activities are controlled, like function of heart is controlled by it, function of lungs, function of liver, function of kidney, blood pressure, these all are controlled by autonomic nervous system. So autonomic nervous system is made up of a chain of ganglia. Where do they lie? In spinal cord, right? And autonomic nervous system is further divided into two types. What are they? One is sympathetic. Babu, just what do you say? Zoom, eh? Sympathetic. And what is next one? Parasympathetic. Sympathetic. What does it do? It increases the activity, action, rate. Parasympathetic, it decreases. For example, the heart beats faster because of which one? Sympathetic nervous system. The heart beats slowly because of parasympathetic. Okay? Blood pressure is high, sympathetic. Blood pressure is low, parasympathetic. But in our body, sympathetic and parasympathetic, they keep on doing together. One increases, another decreases. If so, the rate will be normal. But if out of these two, one does not function well, then there is problem. Okay? So here is given. What is given here? Just check. Sympathetic increases heartbeat, blood pressure and blood flow to the brain. Parasympathetic reverse activities, decreases the heartbeat, blood pressure, function of stomach, etc. Right? I think the chapter is over. It means your note making is completed or not? All note making completed? That's great. Then tomorrow there will be presentation from another chapter. Not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Because tomorrow there will be presentation from the exercise, and in daytime we are going to discuss some of the question answers. I think that also will be better, right? And then I will give you next day's presentation activity. So for next day's presentation, whose turn is there?
Sir.
Whose turn?
Sir, you have not said whose turn.
I haven't said. The question answers we are doing. Please stand up.
From roll number 11.
11. What is your roll number? 14. 14 is last.
No, 11 to I think 21 or
11 to 21 is there, right? Very good. If so, now roll number 1. Have you got duty? No. Have you got glandular system? Glandular system, that first paragraph, exocrine and endocrine glands. Okay, that much only. Alright. Roll number 2. Which roll number 2? Cresol, differences between exocrine and endocrine glands and human hormones. Okay. Roll number 3. Pituitary gland and thyroid gland. Okay. Roll number 4. Roll number 4. Parathyroid gland and adrenal gland. Okay. Roll number 5. Pancreas and gonads. Pancreas and gonads. Is it okay? Roll number 6. Roll number 6. Human hormones and their functions. In one chart. That chart you have to prepare and bring. Okay. Roll number 7. Roll number 7. Plant hormones. Plant hormones and functions of plant hormones. All right? Okay, hello, listen. And rule number 8.
Sir, from roll number 8, they are only done question answer.
No, now again the repetition will come. Rule number 8, use of phytohormones in farming. Use of phytohormones farming, especially here are some conditions. Say, Desaraj presentation and Rajan presentation, it will be on Sunday only. Because when did you do? Yesterday? Where? In hostel or outside? Sorry? Yeah, he has gone to his home and he has done.
Friday.
Friday, will you go or not?
Yes, no. But I want
Okay, yeah. If he cannot go, then you can choose your anyone friend who can help you. He is one nearby there, he can help you. Yeah, he will prepare and you explain. Is that okay? Okay. Once again, please read this chapter, glandular system. Everybody, read. Thank you.